Christmas is a time of great anticipation. We have great enthusiasm and excitement and some great expectations. But expectations, as they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Sometimes our enthusiasm and excitement leads us to a bit of disappointment, maybe disillusionment, maybe discouragement. And for some people I work with as a psychiatrist, Christmas is a time of despair and depression. There are things we can do, though, that will encourage our hearts to embrace Christmas in the best possible way. The A, B's, and C's of Christmas can keep us from those deadly D's. When you think about A, think about acknowledgement and acceptance. Acknowledge the fact that yes, we have great expectations for Christmas. We want it to be full of excitement and joy, to be with family and friends, to share in the gift of the season, Jesus' birth, as well as the gifts that we share with one another. But we also need to accept that those expectations, those desires that we have, may not all come to fruition. Coming to acceptance allows us to let go of what might be and embrace what is. That leads us to B, which stands for breathe and believe. My encouragement to you is that each moment of this Christmas season, you breathe in the good that comes your way. Breathe deeply of God's grace. Breathe deeply of those moments of excitement and joy that you see in the eyes of a child. Breathe deeply of God's provision for you at this time when so many are hurting. Breathe deeply of the fact that no matter what happens, God is still God and He is still good. Believe that. Believe deeply that He is always at work in everything for good, and believe that the magic of Christmas is available for those who grab on through faith in a gracious Creator who loves us and wants to bless us. So acknowledge and accept, breathe and believe, and finally, the C's of Christmas, care and connect. It's opening our hearts to loving God more fully, loving our neighbor, being willing to care for ourselves, to take time to rest and reflect on the year that's been, and to reflect on what God has done for us in the face of adversity. We care enough to reach out to others, to connect with them, to give of ourselves, to be generous, because we know that greater joy comes from giving than from receiving. This Christmas, be sure that you care and connect. So acknowledge and accept, breathe and believe, care and connect. If you'll do these things, I believe it'll help keep the deadly D's away. The disappointment, the distraction, the discouragement, the dismay, even the depression and despair that sometimes meet us at a time of year when the days are at their shortest and sometimes our resources fail us. God is always at the ready to give us His greatest gift, that even in the darkest night, light can shine. And at a time of year when everything is still and quiet, when death abounds in nature, new life occurs when we encounter Jesus afresh in this time of year when we celebrate His birth as a tiny babe. God bless you as you acknowledge and accept, breathe and believe, care and connect with others.